invest, I-N-V-E-S-T, what do you think of? Money. So if I go to Walmart and buy some soap, am I investing?
Yes, so. Yep.
How so? So, what do you say now?
You put your money in.
So investing involves more than just money. It's putting your money, putting your time, putting your energy, your focus, your attention in something and expecting something beneficial outcomes, right? Yes. All right. So when you're talking about college application essays or scholarship essays, this is what you need to keep in mind. Invest. Because you have to convince the people who are reading your writing that you are worth investing in. Okay? So it's not all about what you've done here, what you did here, what you did here, what you did here. We can read the list. If you submit your resume, we can see that. But prove to me how you stand out from the rest of the people. Prove to me that you are worth the money that we're going to be spending on you, the space that we're going to be allocating to you. Okay? So it's proving that you are worth their time, their energy, their money. So how can you do that? Well, you have to go a little bit deeper. Sometimes in high school and sometimes it crosses over into college, we shift into that writing that's very superficial. Surface level writing, just basically getting the job done. But when you're trying to convince someone that you are worth investing in, you have to take it much deeper. You have to show them not only that you know who you are, but also you know where you're trying to go. Okay? So let's say, what's your name? Elissa? Lisette. We have Lisette and then we have Giselle. All right, we have Lisette and Giselle. Lisette, we have this question. Why should we choose you for entry into this school? Lisette says, I've been in this organization and I've been a leader in this organization and I also have balanced that with jobs, okay? Giselle says, I've been in this organization and in this organization, here are the type of things that I was responsible for, and here are the type of things that challenged me, that pushed me beyond my comfort zone. And so here's how I grew with that, okay? So if we have the same question, we have two different answers. Which one is the surface level answer and which one is the depth? The one that's in depth, we have the surface level here. Here's what I did, list. And here's the one that's in depth. Here's where you learn more about the person that you're investing in, okay? So you want to make sure that as you start writing, you dig into the details. You don't have to talk about every single thing that you've been involved in, but as long as you talk about one or two and show what you were able to get from that, and show how that piece pushes you forward to where you're trying to go, okay? Or where you think you're trying to go. Sometimes your major might change. Sometimes your career might shift, and that's okay. But do you have a basic understanding of what you're trying to do and where you're trying to be? Okay, so it's in the details. Structurally, yes, you can start with a hook. You can start with what brought you to this path. Here's how I got interested in this particular field. But you want to keep in mind, with scholarship essays and with college application essays, if you don't show how you are going to be giving back, how you are actually invested in the community, invested in the people, and helping people out, then you're not necessarily going to be sticking out from everybody else. So you have to think about, how do I show them that I'm trying to do things that are beyond me, that are actually investing in the people around me, investing in the community around me, using my talents, using my unique perspective and my unique experiences. Can you do that in all types of ways? Of course you can. You just have to figure out what your flow is. Do you have to use fancy vocabulary, fancy sentence structures? No, you don't. Sound like yourself. If you stop sounding like yourself, then they don't know who you are. Okay? So take your time to figure out who you want to, how you want to present yourself on that page. Because that is basically interview zero. When you're submitting something on paper before they even talk to you, that is interview zero. So that's the only time that they really get to see who you are. So you want to take advantage of that. Before you submit your essay, you want to ask yourself, does this sound like me? And is it specific enough to show how I stand up out of the rest? Okay? So think about specifics. It might require you to dig deep. It might require you to start thinking about things that you have never thought about before. But it's going to be worth it in the end. Because you're going to be convincing people that you are worth investing in, because you have taken time to invest in yourself. Taking time to think through what your path is going to be. Okay? So I think that covers a nice basis. So now we can shift into the workshop portion. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I believe y'all have some drafts. You're in different places.